Hey my beautiful people, how are you all doing? If you're new here, my name is AJ. Welcome to the yarn up. Drag a seat over, I'll put the kettle on and we can have a proper yarn. So anyways, I wanted to come on here and have a little yarn with you all. I recently made a video on another platform where I was talking about I'm 30 and I'm only dating to marry. So I made a video about that topic and I wanted to come and sit down with you all and like have a yarn about it and really kind of explore this. And so many of you were interested in hearing this yarn. Crazy enough, so many of you reached out and shared that this was actually an experience that you had where you decided you had enough of dating and you were setting your intentions on finding your other half, a husband, a wife, or they, them. So let's get into it. So I have only ever had one relationship in my life, which was my daughter's father. I've been quite public talking about that. This was a really beautiful relationship. This was something that was very sacred and special to me, and I'm very blessed that that was my first love or my experience with love in my entire life. I'm very blessed, but due to a variety of different reasons that we are not getting into at all, our relationship ended. Now, with that in mind, because I had such a strong and prolific experience with love and meeting somebody who was, had the things that I was desiring or had those characteristics, that has really shaped love and relationships and connection for me. And it's almost like made things so much tougher because I didn't have to date around. I just met the man that I fell in love with and I ended up having a child, a beautiful daughter with him, and spending 9 or 8 years together. Anyways, another yarn. So that has made it really tough, but also again it's given me a great set of skills with navigating men and figuring out what I do and do not want, understanding that when you are trying to create a relationship with somebody, and the other side that I had where things didn't work out has equally given me a great understanding of things that I do not want to compromise on. Things that I just, if we're not agreeing on certain things, if we're not seeing eye to eye, that this relationship is not going to work. It's not going to go any further. And arguably one of those biggest points for me after the years that I have been single and navigating the space was, if you're looking for something casual or you're looking for fun or you're looking to get to know somebody, you're not interested in what I'm interested in. You're not looking for the same thing that I am. You're not looking to invest and grow and get to know someone and eventually take things progressively. Now, I also want to state, guys, that I am Aboriginal. Surprise, surprise. So my race in itself being so largely degraded in this country, and again looking Aboriginal, so my physical appearance is not that of something that may be more desirable, that has really resulted in me experiencing some racism or discrimination or ignorance while dating. But also importantly, people aren't interested in dating Aboriginal women. They see us as undeserving and unworthy. And at the end of the day, it's been great. It's been great that I am proud to be Aboriginal. I'm proud to look the way I look, because if I'm not, or you're not into that, bye. And the other side to that is being fat. So I'm openly proud of being fat. My photos on my account show that I'm fat, shows my body. My content online shows that. So as well, that has weeded out as a lot of potential candidates, the fact that I am fat and morbidly obese. I'm, a big girl is what I'm trying to say. Big girl. But with that in mind, these different characteristics, I guess, that are the intersectionality of my identity, and that's something that I would encourage you all to kind of reflect and explore. Sorry guys, my phone. Sorry guys, I've got to put this on silent. The intersectionality of my identity, it really has given me strength. It's giving me a baseline of weeding out people that are going to waste my time. It's also made me gravitate towards men that I believe that are worthy of my time, worthy of getting to know, because even if I wasn't fat, even if I wasn't the race that I am in a minority, I would never want to date a man that would body shame a woman in general. I would never want to date a man that is racist or biased or discriminatory to any collective and or race. So that has been great with weeding out things. And guys, this is advice that your typical Katie or Becky is not going to give you. You know, I'm sick and tired of Australia dating advice coming from white women that are societally acceptable and put on a pedestal of being desirable. Like, I'm sick and tired of dating confidence, body positivity, and all of the above. I'm sick and tired of that being premised on the experience of a small collection of women. Like, we need to hear about experiences from marginalized collectives. We need to hear about them from fat bodies, disabled bodies, different racial experiences, economic status, mental health experiences. These are the things, the stories that we need to hear, not just the experience of the elite few. But that's for another video also. So back to what I'm saying, talking about dating while being, not dating while being fat, that's another video in itself. Just hang on to this video, please Lord, hang on to me. While talking about my desires to get married in itself has weeded out a lot of candidates. So men that aren't interested in getting married, men that aren't interested in getting married to me, men that aren't at all looking for commitment in any capacity. It's been great at doing that. Now, also what's interesting, I feel like when I've told men that I'm doing dating to marry, it's kind of also caught them off guard. Like, holy crap, this woman is being so honest. This woman is communicating what she wants, communicating her needs. I find that they're quite dumbfounded, and I totally get that, because for so long men have told us what they want. Men have been in control of dating. You know, if we look at Disney movies, or we look at the experience of what a date is, being asked out for a date, the men doing this, the men being the proactive person in the exchange. I'm that. I'm the person that's deciding what I want. I'm communicating. I'm setting the tone. I'm setting the precedent. And I think when I've told men that, some of them were like, okay, wish you good luck with that. I think, that's so amazing. You told me that, good luck with it. And some men have just unmatched me. So we've had the different experiences, which is completely normal. We're all humans at the end of the day, but in saying that as well, it has saved me a lot of time. So I'm not going to sit here and say how it's going. That's going to be more of a part 2, but I wanted to talk more about the control that I feel like I have. And importantly as well, guys, when you're dating, it's really important that you feel comfortable and confident enough, first in yourself, but secondly to communicate your needs. And the reason why communicate your needs is second, because if the first part of this aspect, if you're not confident in yourself, if you're not comfortable and proud of who you are in that experience of dating, if you're at all in any level meant to feel ashamed, that is going to leave you feeling, or ultimately have you disempowered. And again, another really pivotal aspect of dating advice, it's often physical characteristics that you can change. In regards to dating, you have to often change your own self-doubt, your own enemy within, the criticize or the criticism that you will give yourself, and how hard we can be on ourselves as well. You have to really remove that. And I think that has been such an important aspect of being 30 and only dating for the purpose of marriage is I'm confident in myself. I'm confident with what I have. I'm confident with who I am. I'm confident with what I look like, the woman that I am, the partner that I could be, the mother that I am. And that in itself has been so empowering. Now, don't get me wrong, I have my flaws. I know I'm not perfect, so I have my flaws, and one of them is not my body. I have other flaws, other characteristics that I'm working on, including unrealistic expectations and criticism, but we're working on that. You know, I love to criticize a man, but that's for another day. So they're characteristics that I am working on in hopes to be, you know, a better and more well-rounded partner. And guys, also important things like trust. You know, I'm working on being more trusting towards people, being more comfortable to express, you know, different sides of my personality, of my story, what I do, etc., who I am. Because let me tell you, Sister Girl has had her guard up, and for good reason. But if I'm putting out the intention that I am dating for marriage, I have to be willing to put in that work. I have to be willing to let down those walls, let down my guard, and navigate the space that is online dating in a safe way. I do want to create a video where I give you tips and tricks around dating online, and I mean tricks because that's for another video. I do want to create a dedicated video talking about that, but today is this kind of experience that I'm having of dating while 30, and also importantly dating to marry. Now what's interesting, guys, I feel like that has always been my desire through dating. I've always wanted to meet somebody that may potentially turn into a partner or a husband, and I've been too afraid to say that, too afraid to say that to myself, but also too afraid of communicating that to the people that I've been talking to or getting to know. And for the first time ever in my entire life, I'm feeling confident enough and proud enough and strong enough and ready enough to openly disclose that. And I'm really excited, once kind of yarning to a partner, once yarning to somebody and telling them that, you know, explaining to them that, this screen is annoying me, after communicating to them that that's what I want, it can be really interesting. You know, some men are like, I'm really, you know, intrigued to hear more. Have you been married? It just opens up a lot of conversation and a lot of area to talk and yarn. Now, this is the next point, and I guess the final one. So this has all been from a heterosexual, I guess, perspective, me being a woman and talking of whatever, men. So I think gender is a really important role. I also am 30, so the men that I talk to are usually my age or above. I'm not really interested in young men. Let's be real, I'm done with that demographic. So yeah, I'm also really excited to talk to kind of like men that may be older or my age, going into this new age bracket, having a more understanding of human interaction, but also life and myself. I'm really hoping that, you know, this age demographic of men will be a little bit different, but let me tell you that much. I'm not being optimistic, we'll see what happens. But I have a sprinkle of hope, because let me tell you, the 20s were rough. I really hope my 30s are not rough. But anyways, it's not going to be, knocking on wood. It ain't going, no, we're not speaking that into existence. No. So I'm gonna hop off, guys. I hope delving into this has given you a little bit more background. I hope if you're seeing this content for the first time, hearing someone else say that they are dating for the purpose of marriage makes you feel empowered. It makes you feel like you're not alone. Now also, guys, finally, this is something that I did not include in my previous video. I have a very strong spiritual feeling that my other half is out there, that my husband is, you know, he's still there. It's still this feeling of my life of like something that has not come to fruition yet. I may know this man, he may be in my DMs right now as we speak, or he may be on my block list, but I feel like he's there. I really have this strong sense that my other half is going to materialize in my life soon. My husband is going to materialize, and this is such a beautiful feeling because it has been rough, it has been lonely, it has been tough. I have weeded out the weeds. Like, these men are just weeds at this point. So I'm really hoping that that person enters my life in this new chapter. And in saying that as well, I'm looking forward to getting to know somebody, you know, being a support to them being a support to me. Life is really tough, life can be really harsh, and sometimes you need someone to pick you up and give you advice and give you love and comfort, but also importantly as well, somebody that you can learn from. You know, I'm looking to develop a close bond and a close friendship with somebody where we can grow together, we can learn together, we can have that sense of safety honesty, and I think that is a really important aspect of human connection, and that's something I'm really looking forward to finding, hopefully soon. So anyways, my beautiful people, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm 30 and I'm dating to marry. I will continue on this journey to give you guys updates. This is definitely something that we're going to be exploring. I might hop up here next week married up. We're going to see what happens. And I guess my last point before I get off here, decolonize your mind. When I'm talking about marriage, I'm not talking about like a courthouse marriage. I'm talking about like, it could mean that. It could mean a religious marriage. It could be a cultural marriage, their culture, my culture, or it could be the paradigms of a marriage that we set, you know, obligations, commitment, connection, a marriage that we want to create. So again, understand that marriage means multiple things to multiple different people, not just the Eurocentric lens, but that is something also that I'm looking forward to exploring with my potential partner, what a marriage would consist of and what that would mean to us. Well, I'm gonna go now. I've been blabbering on for so long, but as you can tell, this is such an exciting experience and such an exciting journey, and I want to share the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, and the beautiful. All right, my beautiful people, I love you so much. Let me know in the comments down below if you've done anything like this, or you decided that you weren't dating, you were only looking or getting to know someone for the purpose of marriage. I want to know if you married young. I want to know if you're not married. I want to hear from you. So be sure to leave a comment in the box. I would love to have a yarn and hear your thoughts. Bye.